I think communication is a part of a team culture. If I would define the culture of a team, I would define as one part how we communicate together. Is it top-down communication? Is it other way around? How do the people, the members of the team communicate together with each other? Especially, is trust a part of communication? Or is it more, we show what we think the others want to see, but we don't show ourselves? I think it's very important that everyone inside of a team can be really himself, because only in this moment he can bring his full energy into the team. So I think communication is very important inside of the team, and you have to have an idea which kind of communication you want in your team. It really differs, because I've seen successful teams with different kinds of communication. In my eyes, I prefer an open way of communication. An open way means that everyone is allowed to say something. This is important, because in many teams only the leaders are allowed to say something. When we have a group meeting, for example, a team meeting, then the others, the players beside, just keep in the back and, oh, better is when I don't say anything. But I think then they can't bring in everything they have in themselves, and maybe sometimes not the leader had the best idea, sometimes the others have the better idea. So if they are not allowed to say anything, we miss a part of the strengths of the team. So I prefer personally a way of communication which allows everyone to bring in himself. The question is, how many time is left for you in the crisis? You see, often in crisis there's the high pressure of acting, because often there's only a few time, and then the next game is coming. And in this times, often it's helpful that the coach is very present and has a clear idea of what he wants to do. So maybe he goes into the staff, or he talks with the leading players and asks them what their ideas, but in front of the team he must be very present and present the way how we act. If he stands there and say, I have doubts what we should do, then this has a bad influence on the team. On the other hand, I think it's also important that it's allowed that we have doubts. So it's not the way that everyone in the team must say, well, we don't have any, we are not afraid and nothing could happen to us. Surely it could happen something to us. So I think the second thing that is necessary, that we are allowed to talk about our emotions and also about our fears. I think crises are necessary. We must be clear that this is part of the sports. We can't win every time. So losing is a part of sports, and more far, I think often big successes started with losing something. So often they start with a crisis. So I think we must accept that crises are the part of the game, and we must be ready to take them really. And very important in crisis is just to ask yourself, what is the message of the crisis? Not to say, please make it go away, what we often feel, what we want to have them, yeah? But to say, okay, what does the crisis tell me? What is the message of the crisis? And for me, often it's just a message that in one part of what we are doing, we are not doing good enough. So we have just to find out which part of our work is not good enough. Are we not concentrated enough? Did we feel too safe? So we thought we are on the right way? Or what is the problem? I think these are the questions we have to place to ourselves.